Alrighty, I've hit the button that starts the stream, and we'll see whether or not it actually starts the stream. It's a little bit of a mystery every time whether or not it's going to work, whether or not we're actually going to go live, whether or not you're actually going to hear my voice, whether or not there's going to be some sort of horrible, unforeseen problem that we're going to have to adapt to on the fly because I've already hit the button. Right here, I've hit the button. Oh, it's working! Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese. Welcome back to another live stream adventure. Let's play extravaganza of awesomeness and fun times to be had here in the wonderful world of Hogwarts Legacy, where I should explain where I am, because I'm nowhere near where we were the last time we played this. Let's just go back to Hogwarts. Let's just go back to the Room of Requirement. That feels like an appropriate place to begin today's adventure, while I kind of explain. So, I haven't streamed this since last weekend, and as always, basically, we're in the same place we were last time in terms of story. In fact, the same quest is even selected, Talk to Deke in the Room of Requirement, which we will do. Mark my words. But first, I want to talk about something that I've done on the map, because if we go to the world map, you'll notice that there's quite a few things missing from it. I've been a busy little boy. I've been a... I was trying to think of something that started with like a W. Like a whizzy wizard, but like busy with a W doesn't make any sense. I've been a souped up sorcerer. I've been a manic magician. I've been doing stuff. And if we go to our challenges section now, oh boy have we been doing stuff. So let's go to exploration. Collect ancient magic. So every time we collect ancient magic, once we get to one of these things, it'll expand the amount of ancient magic slots that we have. So additional capacity added to your ancient magic meter. We get not one, but two of those, which I think means that we have 4 ancient magic slots now, which will be fun. We've also unlocked pop 10 sets of balloons. This just kind of happened because I saw them as I was going around, and now we've got a wildfire broom. That's fun. And I think that might be... Oh, wait a minute. I've completed all the Merlin trials. Well, no, I haven't. There's more on the map. It's just we've maxed out the number of increased storage gear slots that we can get. I don't know why I would want to keep doing Merlin trials other than to just get 100% and feel good about myself, which I guess I could do. I'm not necessarily strictly opposed to that. I might, in fact, do it. I don't know yet. What, have I done anything else? That might be it, actually. I have collected more field guides, but I've not maxed anything out here, for sure. And then Room of Requirement stuff. Oh, okay, what is this? Billywig Hive Spellcraft. Neato for rescuing 10 beasts. I rescued some more beasts. I haven't let them go, though. Howdy, Gilliam. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Gear Trait Recipe Reward Ancient Magic 1. Okay, so we do have some useful stuff there. Didn't even realize that happened. I've not done any quests, so I wouldn't expect there to be anything new under quests. And combat, maybe. Defeat infamous foes. I've been fighting some guys out there. I'll take your weird mask. I'll take that for sure. I'll take your goblin silver resistance. I'll take your Protego shielding. Sure, sure. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I've done. Were we all together the last time that I remodeled? Yeah. I remodeled. In fact, I think I did most of the remodeling in the last live stream, didn't I? Where I had all of these different tables in here growing all of these different plants and whatnot. Collect from... What? Your tool slots are full. What does that mean? Does that mean I can't... Oh! I must be maxed out of Venomous Tentacula. I should probably use it instead of just constantly collecting it and having an obscene amount of it. That probably applies to a lot of different things. I'm doing very well, Gilliam. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much for asking. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day outside. I've got some outdoor projects to do after the stream. I got to build a little gate for my deck so the dogs stop going up there and eating all the cat food. I've got all the lumber prepared for that, so I'm going to do that. And then I might get a pressure washer, because I've wanted one since I moved in 7 years ago almost. And I don't know. Might be nice to be able to, like, you know, wash my car, wash my house, wash my filthy feet. I don't know why I said that. That's weird, isn't it? That's not a thing. My feet aren't filthy. I have lovely feet. Let's go into... Things have gotten strange, haven't they? Let's go in here. This is something I built. I did go ahead and build the auto feeder, which should keep everyone fed and ready to have their parts collected, but it's kind of not. Hello? Are y'all not eating when I'm not here? That's a bit ridiculous. My idea of how this would work was I would just leave it. Okay, see, now they're eating. and then I could just come in, and all I'd have to do was give everyone a good brushing down. So I did move my flying bird mounts. What are you called? High Wing? What are you? I keep wanting to say Gryffindor, but that's a person. You know what they are. You get the idea. I've got more of them. That's the wrong button. Here we go. They are, of course... Just not going to tell me, are you? If I click the button, will you tell me? Hippogriff. That's the one. That's where I got the griff from. That's it. I've got there. Dogs eat cat food? Is the cats eat dog food? No, so the cat food is appealing to the stray dogs, I guess because they're stray dogs. But I don't think they're stray dogs. I think they're just neighborhood dogs who come into my house, come into my yard, come into my porch, and eat all of my cat's food. And I'm like, you gotta stop. Because the cat food's getting expensive. It's running, I guess we're having a shortage or something. And I'm tired of feeding every creature in the neighborhood. I want to feed my cats with my cat food. So we're putting an end to that. So new things that I've caught. I've got a mooncalf. Oh wait, we have a mooncalf here. I might as well go ahead and dump it off, whatever. I've also got a flooper and a kneasel. Now, I think we'll leave the no, apparently we've reached our species limit, so I'm going to have to leave you guys for now. We'll go drop off the Foople and the Kneezer. I've already forgotten the names. I think I might have misaligned the last couple of letters in both of those. We'll go drop them off here in Cinderella's carriage, whatever this is. No, I'm not feeding them dog food either. I'm not taking in the neighborhood dogs. They already have owners that they can feed them. Here we go. So we got a Kneasel now, which I will give food to. Eat up, little guy. Oh, actually, they can just eat here. I've also got one of these installed here, which I kind of forgot about, which is fair. Would you like to be brushed? Have a little brushing. There you go. What can I get from you? Give me that fur. Good stuff. You done eating? Have a brush. Have a brush. Have a brush. I thought that the birds might like it here a bit more. You know, it's more birdie vibes. Just get this feather if I can. If I can just, there we go. Orient the camera so that will let me interact with. There we go. All right, got all of our feathers. We can leave now. This has been fun. This has been great. I already got one from you. Yeah, 25 more minutes. So that's sort of just starting the stream up and doing some basic tasks around here. Now it's time, as always, to continue the story, which is what I look forward to every time we start a stream.
When you have a moment, please come and talk to Deke.
Did Deke want something? I don't remember what Deke wanted. I remember him wanting something.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
Okay.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
It's forcing me to approve your comment, Gil, which is absurd. Yeah, it wants us to do some breeding on YouTube live. Welcome to YouTube, everyone. We're gonna make babies together. Not you and I. We're in the game. We're gonna make animal babies. We're gonna make animal babies together as friends, as you do. All right. So I don't really know if that's something I want to do at this moment. Do we want to? I suppose we can. I mean, we'll just go ahead and knock it out. It can't be that difficult. Should we go to Hogsmeade first and get the spellcrafter, whatever you call it here, from Tomes and Scrolls? We can go ahead and do that, probably. Foal of the Dead. Rescue a male thestral. So we already have a female, I guess. And, yeah, we'll just fast travel here and we'll go to Tomes and Scrolls real quick. We'll go ahead and just pick that up and it'll be all fine. It'll be all hunky-dory. I don't... What does a baby Thestral look like? Do I want to know? Oh, it's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? All leathery and disgusting. I tried to catch a Thestral in the last stream, you might recall, and we had just the roughest time. Hold on. So that one's like 900 away. That's probably the Thestral. In which case, this one is probably going to end up being, yeah, Tomes and Scrolls. We might not have enough gold to get whatever this is, because we've spent a lot of gold last time buying, like, potting tables and whatnot. Alright, what are you going to cost me? 1,000 for spellcraft to conjure a breeding pin. Yeah, alright, we'll go ahead and pick that up, I guess.
Just the right thing, is there?
Is there... Can I sell some stuff while I'm here? I've got a lot of gear that I simply do not need or have use of because it's so far beneath me and my advanced level. We might as well go ahead and sell all this stuff. We can get those gear slots back. There's a lot I need to identify. Gilliam, remind me when we get back to the room of requirement that I need to get all this stuff identified. Because otherwise, we're just going to be wandering around with a whole bunch of unknowns in our inventory. This stuff could be worth some real money or be worth putting on our bodies, and we just won't know. Although, granted, they don't have the highest selling price at the moment. But I think everything just has, like, a set selling price until you identify it. So it's fine. There's no real... We basically got our money back on that. So it's not too bad. We got ourselves a breeding pin. Now we are going to take flight. We cannot fly into this town. I remember that. I know that. I've played the game enough to know that you cannot fly within Hogsmeade. I am not a fool. I am... Oh, boy. That was fun. Did you see that? This game doesn't crash when I'm playing it on my own. This is a thing that is exclusive to the live streams. The game runs flawlessly otherwise, but as soon as I start streaming, guaranteed at least one crash per stream, and I don't understand why. It's a mystery to me, if I'm honest. So what are our spell options for keeping a Thestral from running away? We can freeze them, and that's one option. But is there anything better? I think we've tried to, like, Levioso or Levioso them, and it doesn't quite pan out the way you would hope. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous. Should we maybe do a save game real quick? Just after that weird stutter leaving Hogsmeade, it's got me just a little bit concerned. Let's go ahead and do a save. There we go. You could also see the last time I was playing it was last night, so now you know. That's how you know. Alright, let's go. Let's find this guy. Have we been here before? I like this. It has the Burrow vibes. It's not the Burrow, obviously, but it's kind of got that hobbled together, stacked on top of each other look that we all love and appreciate from the Burrow. Also, can we just respect the fact that the Weasleys gave their house a name? Like, it's not just where the Weasleys live, it's the Burrow. Has anyone else named their house? Gilliam, if you were going to name your house, what would you name it? I would like to give my house a name. That sounds like fun. Alright, how can I tell which one is male and which one is female? Like, how does a person figure that out? I guess, can we, like, sneak in and move among them? Let's see. Rescue... Oh, we're actually looking for a male Thestral. Okay. That one's taken off. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it knows that I'm here. Thestral... Oh, it's got the little symbols. Yeah. Okay. So the plus up is male, correct? No, the plus down is female. And the arrow up is male. Am I right about that? Hold on. I'm going to have to verify. I've not been in grade school in a while. I'm pretty sure loop with plus female? Yeah, that didn't churn up anything useful at all. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I got it right. Glad that we verified that. That's a female. That's a male. That is also a male. Okay, so watch this. We're just going to sneak up. We're going to freeze it, and then we're going to attempt to capture it. Inside of my bag. Done. Look at us go.
A breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Absolutely. We've got everything we need. We got the breeding pin papers, and we've got the male that we have captured from his herd in the wild, and we're now going to force him to live indoors in a magical room where we're going to force him into a Honestly, a relationship he might not be particularly interested in. You know, he never said that he necessarily wanted to breed with this stranger we're about to introduce him to, but you know what? Maybe let's not think about the details of this. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience. I've rescued Thestrals. All right.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall.
Come and let Deke know when it starts.
I
Deke
wonder
likes
where
to
I should
watch.
conjure that
Oh,
pen.
Deke, no! Deke! Oh, hot diggity. Are we about to get another room for animals? It's a swamp. Okay. Is the implication that the Thestrals would
Deke never
rather...
grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals.
Okay,
Please
all right.
let Deke know once you've bred them.
So you're really into this, aren't you, Deke? Thestrals like swamps. Now we know. We've got one on a beach over here. Let's go get it. It's clearly not having the best time. It doesn't want to be here. It's too sunny. It's too pleasant. It definitely wants to go, hey, you come here. What do I need to do? Just hit H and... Actually, I might need to recapture it in the bag. I don't know. I've done this before. I can't quite remember. Come here, you. Get in the bag. Yeah, there we go. And then I guess since we're taking Thestrals out of here... No, I don't have any. Yeah, everything else has been dropped off here. Lots of weird birds around here is basically what we've done. And whatever that thing is over there. Oh, the cat. Yeah, that we've done good. We've left a cat and 2 birds alone together. What could possibly go wrong in that situation? What is the most likely negative outcome is probably what's going to end up happening. But we're not going to dwell on it for too long. Let's just progress the plot here. Oh, yeah, baby. This is what I am talking about. This is the vibe. This is the aesthetic. This is miserable, and I love it. Let's open this up. This is exactly where I would expect to find one of these disgusting creatures. So we need our conjuration spell, and we need to conjure a couple of different things. First off, they're going to get hungry. So we've got a beast feeder. Wait, what was this other thing here? Outdoor items. Oh, we can have like a billywig. To what end? Best handled with care. Why would I want that? A hive built to host a buzzing band of billywigs. Can I catch billywigs and put them in there? That would be fun and cool. I don't know if that's how that works, though. So first off, let's get a feeder, because they're going to get hungry, and I want to just deal with that right out the gate. Okay, well, that's not going to quite work, is it? Is this as far back as I can put it? I suppose so. So there's our feeder. Got to keep them fed. And then we will bring out the breeder. This thing is massive. Okay. And we'll put it... I want to kind of tuck it. Look right over here. Does this thing have like an outhouse attached to it? What is that? This is an interestingly shaped thing. Okay, hold on. I see the entrance is like right there. So we want the entrance to be facing out, I'm assuming. So right here seems fine. Are we all in agreement? Got our breeder. It looks good. No beasts in this space, naturally. Well, that's because we have to introduce them to the space. I need to hit H for that. So we'll get these 2 out. Welcome. And then why don't you 2 go get inside of here? Oh. Oh. Are you okay? Did you die? Are you with child? Are you giving birth? Do I need to interject? Do I need to... Breeding time remaining 30 minutes. Okay. Wow, they got that done with quickly, didn't they? Basically instantaneous. Congratulations, by the way, on becoming a father. I know that this isn't really what you had planned for your life, and you were literally just captured and thrown into an artificial swamp. But, you know, still, fatherhood, fun, you know, babies. Everybody likes a baby. You like babies, right, Gilliam? Everybody likes a baby. Let's go tell the fella what we've done. Yeah, we're going to go have a chat with Deke and let him know what's going on. He was really interested in this after all. Oh, maybe we can't, actually. Yeah, okay. I guess we're going to have to wait until the breeding is done. Well, in the meantime, we have other missions that we can address. we'll come back to this. This will be like a fun little thing brewing in the background. Little baby. We basically conjured life into this world. We're just going to wait on that to happen. Poppy is waiting in the area in the far north of Hogwarts as the broom flies, so meet Poppy Sweeting. We can do that. We also have an assignment to acquire a Duraclaw with the knapsack and acquire a giant purple toad with the knapsack, so that's an option. Sebastian sent me an out saying he found something interesting in the book. Ooh. I have a feeling that if we go hang out with Sebastian, he's going to teach us some more dark magic. And that's around the school, so we'll still be local. We can come back up to the Room of Requirement, you know, once the baby's born, and we can do that. So let's go check out Sebastian. We'll head down to the Undercroft, and we'll learn how to perform. Let's see, last time we learned Crucio, so I'm assuming this time we'll learn Imperius, and then eventually he'll probably teach us how to murder his friend to keep him quiet about all of this. Because I have a feeling that that's where this is going. I have a feeling that our... Oh, come on, we're going to race him. We're going to beat you. We're going to beat you. Oh, you son of a gun. You can go through the floor. Dang it, Peeves is a cheater. Everyone knows it. We're going to run on foot, by the way. There's definitely still mysteries in this castle that we've not found. Like, where's this chest? There's a chest around here somewhere, and I'm not quite sure how to reach it. And I'm not talking about that one up there, unless I am. Because there's just one on the map, you know what I mean? Wait, do I just go up here? Is this just a locked door? A level 1 locked door? This whole time we could have just been doing this? Hold on a second. Because we've had the ability to unlock a level 1 door for a while now. I'm not going to get too distracted. Alright, listen, we're going to make a bit of a beeline to this next objective. We're not going to spend a lot of time unlocking doors and stealing things, but we're going to spend a bit of time doing it. So what you got for me? A charming house cloak. Lovely. None of the clothes that I've managed to find here recently have been better than what I already have, which I think means that we're kind of, maybe not in the late game, but we're getting there. Possible classroom games. Levitation lessons. Encourage students to levitate blocks through raised hoops or similar. Disarm and dodge. Hone Expelliarmus and reflexes. Target on target. Or target on tangent. Targets on tangents. Back to basics with casting. Practice on targets enchanted to move quickly. I like that. Making education fun. I respect it. So there's more treasure around here somewhere. Probably up above us. This is, quite the tower. Is this maybe a personal living space of a teacher? Oh no, this is just outside now. We are just outside now. Where there's a random chest with botanical bronze leaves and another locked door. That's always intriguing. Have we done any level 2 Alohamoras? I feel like we must have. Why are they not, like, more? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be more fun if they were maybe more complicated? Maybe there was a third ring or something? Why don't they just get more, progressively more complicated and more involved to crack?
Revelio.
And there we go. Nice, Dark Tower Sail. It is said centuries ago, a charms professor kept a troll here, on which students could practice particularly challenging spells. Shocking, to be sure, but perhaps unsurprising during a time when Quidditch involved the use of live snidgets. One could only wonder what it may be used for in the future. Is this where they kept Sirius Black? In the movies. In the book, they just had him in the classroom. I remember that, and it was weird. Because in the movies, they're like, he's locked in the cell on the roof. That's a thing. Don't question it. Welcome to school, everyone. Yes, we have a prison cell on the roof. That's where we lock up the naughty kids. Well, Filch beats them with a bat. Normal things. Just normal boarding school things, I assume. Alright. Is there still a chest on the map over here? There's not! Okay, so I guess it was just that one up there on the roof, perhaps. That's a mystery solved, Gilliam. That's what we've done today. We've really addressed and solved the mystery, and I'm quite proud of us. How do I get to this? I would love to be able to someday, maybe by the time we're done with this series, navigate to parts of the castle all on my own, just with the knowledge of where things are. I just don't have it memorized is the problem. I feel like if I built this place, I would know where it is. You know what I mean? Like, I would for sure. Like, if I built this in Minecraft, because I'd be manually doing it. But then again, I guess that's not all that surprising, is it? When you build something, you tend to know it better. That's just like a fact of life. Like the Lego Bionicle gift with purchase Tahu and Takua that I built last night. I finally cracked open the box, mainly because I bought like 7 more of them on eBay. Not really! I did buy a few more on eBay. I bought one for, it was a, don't tell anyone, but I got one for my brother, because of the history we have with Bionicle. I didn't tell him this, but it's just sitting on his bed for when he gets home. He's going to find that. It's going to be a surprise. I got another one, because you can do a combo model with some Marvel set to make an Exotoa armor. It's not official. It's a fan-made one, but you can download the instructions online and do it, and I wanted to do that as well. So I bought a couple extras. You know, yeah, as a person does when you're super invested. In fact, here it is, if you'd like to see it. I've got a few of them now. And with no regrets whatsoever. I wish they would release the whole Toa team, honestly. I think that would be awesome.
You'll
All right.
never believe what I've learned.
Teach me dark magic, Sebastian.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I mean, I feel like no matter what I say, he's going to be like, get over it. We didn't use Crucio. We had it used on us, right? Is that correct? So, you know what? We did what we had to.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Well, no, he wouldn't. Bless him. He's... he's normal. He's not evil like you. He wouldn't get it because he doesn't understand the appeal of using a Crucio on your friends in a cave, you know? Yeah, I won't say a word.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Okay. That's it then?
And don't feel
What happened to
sorry
your
for
pants,
Ominous.
sir?
Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air.
Don't pay attention to his pants.
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Wait, what happened? Wait, everyone else just saw that too, right? What was that?
I'm not letting this go.
Wait, what happened there? And are his pants still messed up? He's just gone? I have so many questions about what just happened. Ominous, what's up, buddy?
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
What type of undetectable toxin is going to come from a lamp? And how is that in any way comparable to what's happening with him? I don't think that that's reckless. Having a lamp and reading a book does not count to me as reckless at all. That's just like a sad, misfortunate event, right? That's just like you're doing your library reading and all of a sudden a ceiling fan falls from the sky and bashes you over the head and you're dead now. No one's going to be like, you were reckless reading that book under the light, you son of a gun. Like, no one's going to... Sebastian, buddy, listen. I'm not invested enough in this. Never mind. You do you. Let's see. Level 30, suggested level for the Absconder's Cave. We've been looking at that one for a while now, which is just go fight a big spider. What level am I? I think I'm like, what, level 29? Okay, I could fight a giant spider, I'm sure. I could probably do that. The Man Behind the Moons. We got a friend indeed. Snora, the proprietress of the Three Broomsticks. Okay, we were going to do that last time and we didn't end up doing that. I still don't know what this is or why we have it. A random Hufflepuff near Dogweed and Deathcap seems to need a favor. We probably should see what they want. I don't think enough time has passed for a foal to be born, though. So, Poppy is waiting in the area north of Hogwarts as the broom flies. That seems like it's going to be important and story-related. So let's go ahead and do that. And in fact, that's the first thing to do here as part of Stop, Ranrock, and Rockwood. So that'll be like a fun little adventure to partake in. Let's go ahead and have a look at our world map. And we will head up there. Oh my gosh, they are way up there. Well, we got a couple of different options here. I'm going to go ahead and say that we will start here and we'll fly the rest of the way, and that ought to be fine. And at some point, I'm going to have to get up and go to the restroom because I have many, many, many ounces of water and other liquids in my body at the moment that are ready to be expelled, but I'm just kind of dealing with it right now because I don't want to break the flow of the stream, you know what I mean? So we're just going to zoom over here, and I'm just going to deal with it. Hey guys, don't mind me, just passing through. You see nothing. You see only what you want to, which is not me. You don't want to see this. Hopefully when I see Poppy and we start talking, I'll be able to remember what exactly it is. Wait, am I still technically in combat? Wait, for how much longer? They're not coming all the way up here to fight me. I don't think. So how long do I have to go back and deal with them? Is that how this works? Are they actually making their way up here? I can't even see them. That's how far away they are. Look at them way down there. Are they attempting to cast at me? It looks like they're coming this way. Okay, the music changed slightly. So I reckon we're probably good. We can go ahead and do this. Oh, but first we gotta capture the hoppin' mushrooms. Heaven knows we can't leave those untouched. Alright, let's begin. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing Poppy before in my life. Maybe when she starts talking, I'll recognize her.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight?
What?
Does this have
Really?
anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Hauntow Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do
Getting
something
a little bit of eye strain.
ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
I remember Poppy now. She's the one that we met in Beast's class, who told us all about Highwing, who we now have imprisoned inside of the castle. Also, hello, Nathaniel? Nathaniel? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But howdy, welcome. How are you doing?
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Can we catch can we catch a centaur in our bag? I'm assuming.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Okay, but no, can I actually capture one of these guys inside of my bag? Like, what a flex would that be? I can't even get up there. Gosh darn it, now I'm stuck. I'm hovering. I cannot get out. Never mind, it's not worth it. The forest is cursed. Come along, Poppy. We must run.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
That's perfectly fair and reasonable of them. Yeah, I mean, people come into the forest and they're poachers. More people come into the forest. Reasonable to assume they're also poachers.
It's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
I mean, it was just
It
hunting.
seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
I mean, it could just be that they're animals and that's what they do, you know? Dugbog eats deer, deer eats grass, grass eats dugbog. It's the circle of life, baby.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we
Revelio.
can find out why.
I mean, it definitely appears as though this is a poacher camp, judging by the dead animal hides
Pelts.
that have been strung up.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
No, I mean, that or they're still here and this was all an elaborate trap. It does look as though possibly they left a drink here for us, though, so let's definitely just drink that without any sense of concern over whether or not it might be trapped. What's in here and can we let it out?
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Because they were planning on coming back, obviously. Oh, and they've got secret treasure hidden in the bog with the monsters. What have we here? What an interesting place to hide it, because it's guaranteed that if you're going to go over here and get it... Oh, it's just some blue four-eye spectacles. That's fun. I feel like that's probably everything we needed, right? Ooh, except for whatever this is.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Oh, Poppy, they're in league with Ranrock. That sounds like
Anything
a type
interesting?
of Euro music, you know what I mean? Have you ever listened to Ranrock?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
Well, I think that if Merlin were here, he
I
would say
don't
that
have
the
a good
poachers are in
feeling about
league
this.
with the goblins for some reason. That's what Merlin would know because that's what
How do
it's pretty
goblin
basic
and
to
poacher
deduce.
interests align?
Down there.
Beasts for an army?
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or
Yes,
perhaps
absolutely.
a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here.
If they won't be happy to see
Let's
us,
get a better lay of the
then we
land.
won't let them see us. Nice and simple, fellas. Nice and simple. We'll just sneak in there. We'll kill them all. Problem solved. No more poachers. Boy, it is tempting to
I've
just...
found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Barbicus totalis.
We may have an intruder in our midst.
What makes you say that?
I heard something.
No, you didn't. We're level 30 now, by the way. Boy, this is easy. We're just breezing through here. Okay. Alright, this is where it gets tricky, though, because that guy's headed this way. There is an explosive barrel there. I reckon we could yeet that at somebody. Oh, but if he just turns around and goes back up the bridge, then it's all It's all good. Yes, yes, yes. Do that. Gotta cut the long way around this guy. He's a poacher duelist. Now he's dead. I mean, I don't think we're actually killing them canonically. I think we're just defreezing them in place. Alright. Why don't you go look at whatever that is?
Suppose it's worth a look.
Yeah, go check that out before something bad happens. Farewell. Any good loot?
You think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself? What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
There's going to be something incredible inside of that little hut there. There's going to be some type of magical creature. Gilliam, Natanal? You gotta let me know how to pronounce your name. You guys, I need y'all to guess what we're going to find when we walk inside of this little tent, okay? And if you get it right, then I will say that you got it right. I have no means by which to give you an award. I was going to say I'll heart your comment, but I don't think I can heart a live comment, so that's not really going to work. You'll have to leave a comment on this video's archive when it's done, and I will heart that comment, alright? So I want to see your guesses in the chat, and we're going to see which one of you is correct as soon as we walk in. I'm going to have to wait a couple seconds because there is a delay, and I want to make sure that I actually see them. Then again, it might take a while, because I forget how long the delay is. I think it's only like 30 seconds or something. I'm going to go ahead and head on in. Because at this point, if you leave a comment, it'll still... Gilliam says yes. Gilliam's guess is yes. Okay? Gil, I'm not sure if that's necessarily, strictly speaking, a guess. Let's just head in. His guess is yes. Let's go. Let's see if it's a yes.
What in Merlin's name?
Oh my gosh, Gilliam was correct. It's a yes! It's a yes! No, that's a no. That's a no. That's a no from me. Goblin fighting is not what I had prepared in my mind. Gilliam did technically say beast, and he technically got it in before the stream cut to the inside.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's actually a really good call, considering we're wanted dead.
But it's the word.
Revenue.
Well, that's 2 words, technically.
I don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a buck.
Totalis.
Sorry, fella. It's bound to happen. Yeah, I guess you won, Gilliam, so be sure to leave a comment on this video's archive, and it'll get a heart. And that'll be the reward.
Revenue.
Am I supposed to be heading deeper into your
family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say.
Rip. Never be able to hear the end of that conversation. It's kind of boring anyway. I don't really care about their family affairs, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so his brother doesn't agree with his violent tendencies and his evil plotting. That's fine. That happens. Every family has that one sibling that doesn't want to join in on the evil plots and schemes. It's perfectly normal stuff. It's definitely not worthy of a conversation between 2 goblins. I almost said gnomes. Definitely not gnomes. Gnumblies. You do have garden gnomes in Harry Potter, though. You kind of just pick them up and throw them over the fence. You're going to write first? Okay, I'll heart that comment for sure. You gotta remember to add a thumbnail. I haven't added a thumbnail to the last 2 live streams.
Did you hear those?
Or proper titles. I need to do that.
Poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Oh, chaos and disorder? Looks like they're just torturing a dragon.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Oh my gosh, can I get a dragon?
Shall we?
If I get a dragon, can I take the dragon back to... Oh, that would actually be incredible. Can you imagine?
A more hushed approach is likely wise.
I agree. We're gonna sneak in. We're gonna kill them all, and instead of enchaining her, we're gonna capture her, and hopefully she doesn't eat all the other animals.
Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
I mean, watch me. I'll absolutely leave the dragon egg here, unless I can take it home with me. It's the only context under which you're going to get me to snatch a dragon egg. You know what hassle it's going to be to carry that thing around? Also, why are we going so slow? Jeez. I guess just so the game would really focus in on that dragon egg. Again, wishing that this was a little bit more complicated. I appreciate the fact that, you know what, I feel like if they were all a bit more complicated, I would be getting fed up with the amount of locks we have to unlock. If it's going to be this simple, just have me do it the first time and then have every other one afterward just be a button press. Don't make me rotate these dials 1,000 times. My gosh. Also, Gil, I'm gonna have to approve that message now. Alright, so we've got ourselves a dragon.
I have the egg.
I wonder what that's worth.
The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
I disagree entirely. I think we can use the element of surprise. Okay, so there is a guy up there. That's an issue. Because he's about to see what we're doing. Unless we can get up to him somehow. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get up to him. And that's fine. Dang it. Alright, they know we're here now. Let's just do it. Okay, well that was never going to work, was it? Oh my gosh, they're big fans of that spell, aren't they? Listen. Listen. A little bit rough. I haven't been doing hard combat in a while. There we go. We're getting back into it. Now we're back. Now we're back in it.
Vegetables in combat. Confringo.
Yeah. Enjoy that, pal. I'm really bad at dodging that, and I don't know why. Okay, that was a rough combat encounter. I'll admit it. That was not my best. Oh. Poppy, get out of the way! Look out! Poppy, you're gonna die. Dang it. Dang it! Everything is going well. Everything is going exactly to plan. No need for anyone to panic. I am on fire. I am okay. It's all going fine. I need to stop standing close to the fire when it starts. That's the lesson that I'm learning from this. It's doing great. I love the view. Thank you for asking. Who is casting that? Is that you? Yeah, enjoy that, pal. Have fun with that. Also, I saw Halrondo join the chat, so howdy, Halrondo. I was going to wait till the fight was over, but the fight's going a little bit longer than initially anticipated. Okay, I think that's Fire Guy there. I don't... Whoa. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Stop that. It's really annoying. You have no idea how annoying that is. Oh, now it's just me and you. Let's see how you like it, eh? Yeah, it's not fun, is it?
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Is that a possibility that more are going to show up, or are you just saying that? Ugh. Howdy, Hal. How you doing?
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Let's get it in our bag and take it home with us. I thought for sure she was just going to immediately bite his head off. Oh, she might still. It could still happen. Oh, yeah, baby! Oh, my. She just full-on ate him. Do you think that she realizes that we're friendlies? Apparently not, because there's no way she knew we were going to do that. Okay. I don't think we're going to be best friends. Poppy, that's not the appropriate expression to be making right now.
Incendio.
Yes, let's add more fire. Brilliant idea. Can we go with you? Will you give us a ride? No. We're just going to have to manually escape this now. Also, I want to add that most of the residents of Hogsmeade are also inside of this magically enchanted tent that is now on fire, so if we kill half the population of Hogsmeade, that's just on us. We started this fire.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
Should we give it back to her?
She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Well, what should we do with the egg?
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely.
I can go hatch it in the room of
hiding
requirement.
something
It'll
like
be
this
fine.
from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful,
Good call.
won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Just leave that little fire burning. Are we done then? You're just gonna leave? Should we follow Poppy and see if she actually walks back to the castle? That could be fun. She might. We don't know. Also, why does the music here just sound like it's from Castle Oblivion? So, Halrondo, pretty much the whole soundtrack has a real, like, lighthearted and whimsical vibe to it. Kind of has that sort of a feel.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
I'm very excited about that, Professor Weasley. And she's gone! She apparated everybody! She can just do that as a whatever year student she is. That's fair. I mean, I wasn't really looking forward to walking with her all the way back to Hogwarts. What I am looking forward to is this segue to my bathroom break. I'm not joking. I have to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. How was that for a transition to a bathroom break? Pretty solid, right? While you're all here, I'd like to talk to you about today's, what are we going to call them? Today's signature legend members who are going to get a shout out in every stream. This is a decision I made when I was in the bathroom. Big shout out to legendary supporters and YouTube members, Lucas Kits, Purple Lemons, Maria Amor, and Dake Toro, most of whom have been supporting me across various different things for years now. Patreon, YouTube. Back in the day, there's an itch in my ear, please disregard. Back in the day, we used to have a Bandcamp account. Do you guys remember that? When we were going to be like, okay, we're going to do support through Bandcamp now, where you subscribe for X amount, and you can download podcasts. And the podcasts were not very good. They were just me talking about the YouTube channel and things that I was making. And it was a terrible idea. And we eventually scrapped it, but I think it was there for like a year. And then we went back to Patreon, and now we're doing this. YouTube members, it's really cool. You get access to early access to some videos. You get access to some behind-the-scenes stuff. There's a very funny like bloops reel from Tekkit 2 involving the baby dragon. That was funny and a good time. But shout out to the channel members, as I just said, Lucas Kits, Purple Lemons, Maria Amor, Dake Tora. And you might notice, folks, as we resume, we're back in the room of acquirement. It was this brilliant idea that I had, where I thought, you know what, we're going to have to go back here anyway to check on the baby Thestrals. Wouldn't it be great if when we resumed the live stream from the bathroom break, we were just already here? And it was a good idea. It was actually, in fact, brilliant. So let's go check now. Uh-oh, the gates are open and Mama Thestral's missing, which must mean that somewhere around here, there's a cursed child. Hello, little one! Oh, you're actually kind of cute in that sort of horrible, cursed way. Feed and brush the beast and will release magical materials. If that's what you want to call feces, then sure, but let's see. It looks like they've all eaten, which is good, because they all have a feeder here. That's what that's for. We'll give them all a quick brushing down. Mama, Daddy, and Baby. There you go. Isn't that good?
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
We should. And then we should probably try to get rid of it, because what are we going to do with it, honestly? I actually need to pluck the feathers off of these things, if it'll allow me to. Can I get one off of the baby? Also, I keep saying feathers. Is it actually a feather? It's a hair, because Thestrals don't have feathers, because they're not birds. They are winged, though, which implies some level of flight. Alright, back down here we go. Where are you, Deke? Literally right in front of me. I see you. Come here. Pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years
Did you
ago,
murder someone?
Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that Master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged Master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a tale. And now Tobbs is dead in a cave. Isn't that the one we found dead, I believe? Should we apologize or say that he got what he deserved? Because that's what we feel, but I feel like that's not going to be useful for Deke.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
One can hope. I wish there was a bit more depth to this. I think it would be really cool if what we could do is breed, like, different traits into the animals and eventually get, like, a super fast and invisible Thestral that could, like, breathe fire. Now, that would be a cool addition, but I don't think the game's going to give us that, I'm sorry to say. As great as it would be to be able to fly around, that I just don't feel like that's something the game's going to offer us. In fact, I'm pretty sure what's going to end up happening is we just make babies. and then we sell them. I'm assuming we is it Minecraft rules where they can all just like breed willy-nilly, or I mean, how does that work? Okay, well that's that mission done with. Glad that we did that. Super excited about it. Let's head over to our quests now. And we've got a few other options. Talk to Poppy. After rescuing Dragon from the clutches of Poacher Pack, Poppy is ready to discuss our next move. She wants to meet in the Three Broomsticks. We have a mission in the Three Broomsticks anyway, so we should probably go ahead and do that. And I'm curious to see what comes next for that little dragon egg. Although, in an ideal world, we would just hatch it and keep it, and it would be ours. And it would be our baby, and we would name it Baby Reese. Now sell it for the higher demand. I'm with you, Gilliam. I'm with. I want to sell that egg, or the Thestral. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
She has learned about some of what we've been up to.
Uh-oh.
I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Okay, I'll meet with
Can
you.
we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
It's funny you should say that, Poppy. It's funny you should say that, because you'll never guess where I am right now. Surprise, everybody! It's me.
Where they go?
Apparently everyone's glad I came. Apparently there's like a number of quests we could be doing in here, none of which we're here for. We're here for Poppy. Hey, Pop, how you doing?
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
I like the sound of that.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack.
I didn't know we were going to tell her the whole story.
And Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Bit bold to assume that she protects her own secrets well. Like, she says she's going to protect it like it's her own, but like, how protected is that? Also, wait, do we have an objective? Or was that it? Are we just having that discussion and we're done? Hello? I don't see anything else queued up here. I think that was just it. I think that's just it. Okay, well that's fine, because guess what? We do have another side quest involving speaking with someone in the Three Broomsticks. I believe it was the barkeep as well, who was standing somewhere? Right here? Oh, just washing down a table right next to us.
I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
We did, and Lopgok is a bit sus. I'm not sure if I really trust him.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Ooh. What's in these old letters? Why do you leave your... Oh, here
Why
we
did
go.
Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends.
I want those.
You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it.
Hello.
To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Alrighty.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying traveling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Okay, so I gotta confess something to all of you right now.
Just
First
north
off,
of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
I certainly will. Hey, Dictor, welcome back. I gotta confess something to all of you right now. I completely lost the thread of that. I got so lost in my own head thinking about something entirely unrelated that I came back to when the letters were mentioned. I was like, what? I have no idea what this quest is. I gotta speak to Dorothy. Does Dorothy Dot? Is that who that is? In Upper Hogsfield? To get letters, I think? I don't know. I have no idea what this quest is or what function it serves. We're just gonna roll with it though, and hopefully as we go along, it'll all kind of come to me and start to make sense. That's the hope of my heart. Otherwise,
sometimes it seems all roads
I'm just at a loss, and I've got no idea. I don't need to be told, though. We're going to figure it out. My goal is to piece it together as we go. All right? I'm not going to go back and read the quest log, although I could. Actually, that's a brilliant idea. I could have just opened the quest log and been like, hey, let me just verify something real quick here, guys. And travel Upper Hogfield and speak with Dorothy Sprottle about her Horklump needs and ask her about Storm's box of letters. I believe we can find it. That doesn't really explain anything to me. I've got to stop doing that. I got to stop letting my mind wander. It's this horrible thing that I have where... Oh, good. I think the game just crashed. Possibly? It's gone black.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Okay. Well... This is odd, because it's not actually... I'm curious to see whether or not it blacks out on the live stream. Because what's happened is that my display... It looks like I'm still moving on the live stream. Yeah, and in fact, I'm probably still moving. Oh, this is so strange. The game didn't crash, and the computer didn't crash. I think my display crashed. There we go, it's back. I'm just flying into a wall. That is bizarre! I've never... So the display suddenly just came up with the display logo. And it was just frozen like that for a while. But yeah, I kept watching on the live feed, and it was still going. I have no explanation for that. I've never... we've experienced some... Wait a minute, is there sound? I can't hear anything. Oh, there we go. That was so bizarre. So it just kept playing.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Mrs. Sprottle will probably be at the spot marked in the map.
Revelio.
Where's this chest? Give me this treasure. Oh. Is that just a normal thing that people have, I guess? Get ourselves some treasures and get out, I guess? Y'all hear the whispering too, right? Sometimes there's just weird whispering. We've been here before, I think. I can't remember why. We might have just been exploring.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Your generosity helped me afford
Tip some gold for the floating snake. What is it doing? I have no idea what's happening.
Been terrorized by Ranrock's loyalists.
Has it?
Right.
Really? I'll talk to you about it later, Claire. Right now I'm a little bit preoccupied. I'm trying to get a box full of letters.
Lord of Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Uh-oh. Guess we gotta pick our
Hello,
path
Mrs.
here.
Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I would love to, believe it or not. I have some with me.
I have some with me.
Oh,
We've been collecting them all over the place.
How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
I've already gathered Horklumps, though. I've got some already. I've already told you that.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
No, I can't. Muggles are the worst.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Folks, I want to let you all know that I actually paid attention that time. I kept the thread of the conversation. I got the whole thing. Yeah, Bardolph. I know. That's another quest. I'll get to it later. Oh yeah, there's some bad guys floating around over here.
Better luck next time.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Yeah, probably, just judging by the Horklump presence. We're not going to necessarily worry about the dark wizards down below. I mean, we might deal with them on our way out, but for right now, we're heading into a dark and scary cave, and hopefully we're going to come out with some treasure.
Cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more Hawk. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Yeah, I know what we're here for, buddy. Trust me, I've been following the thread. I know what's going on.
Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Really? I mean, we already had some. How many did she need? Did we actually need to come here and collect these specifically? Are they like super special or something?
Revelio.
Also, what is this place? What's the old man doing hanging out around here? And also, why bring the box of letters in? Why not leave them stacked up by the door? I've got so many questions. Wait a minute. There was a wall there. How did he get past with the box? Was the wall built after he came in here? He came in here with a box of letters and then a wall was built behind him. Is that what I'm being led to believe here? This is absolute insanity. This is absurd to the nth degree. There's a troll here!
I'll have to fight that troll. Or avoid it altogether.
Nope, we're gonna have to fight it now because it's seen me. We got no choice now. Oh, shoot. I thought I dodged out of the way of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it?
Expelliarmus.
Okay. I was kind of hopeful that Expelliarmus would knock its thing out of its hand, and it didn't quite work, did it? Right, it goes for a double attack there.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, it's just not gonna work.
Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Confringo.
We're doing better against this troll than we were earlier in that fight against all those. Ooh, shoot. Spoke too soon. Did he just, like, smash his head? Bless him. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. I don't know what I hoped to accomplish with that. Ooh, we can... Wait, hold on. The third one we can actually do something with. I'm just now realizing. I want to throw out that this thing is a higher level than what was recommended for the Spider Quest. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now can we disarm him? Oh, how good would it be if we could, like, close the lid on him? And, like, trap him in there? That would be great. We're doing great so far, everyone. We're doing absolutely great. Just keep casting that on him. Keep him in pain. Oh, did not quite manage to block that. Okay, then. I guess I did not time that correctly. Oh, jeez. We should be dead. Jeez. We're doing great, everybody. We're doing great. Nobody panic. Again, did not time it correctly. It's tricky. It's tricky to do. I need to just stop. Just stop trying the Expelliarmus. It's not going to work.
One less foul hulking brute.
Jeez. That was fun. How did... But also, that's just down here? How long has that been down here? Was that down here when he came down here? Did he make a deal with it that he would give him some of the Horklump juice? Oh, good. Awesome. Daketor's son is watching now. Hello. How are you doing, Daketor's son? Are you, like your mother, do you also enjoy a bit of poetry? Because we can do a poetry session. The official Daketor's wife poetry section of every Howdy Folks video that we do now. Real briefly, we're going to go in here and check the talents, because I realize, yeah, we got 4 talent points available, and we've not updated anything in a while. I don't get the Room of Requirement ones, right? Because, like, what are we going to do here? The damage and duration of incapacitated effects of mandrakes are increased. We need to start using these things. We need to start using these things, because I never use them. All these different potions and things that we just never touch. Look at all of these. Chinese chomping cabbages. Imagine. And then in the dark arts section, there's a bunch going on. Then we maxed out stealth at one point. There's only 3 left in core if we wanted to go ahead and just max out core. But what would those be? Enemies struck with Stupefy remain stunned for a longer period of time. I mean, when it works, sure. Successfully evading an unblockable attack dodge contributes to the ancient magic meter. And basic cast impact on airborne enemies contribute more to the ancient magic meter. So I don't really send enemies airborne all that often. But also, that's good, and then we might as well go ahead and do that. So now we've got the core maxed out. Brilliant, absolutely wonderful. So core and stealth are maxed out. Apparently, you might only be able to get to level 40 in this game. Having looked at the map, that's the highest level that on the map. So I don't know if that's like a hard limit, and maybe that's why there's a limited number, because it told us early on we had to use our points wisely. Because you couldn't actually unlock everything, which is a darn shame. I wish they would fix that, because that would be fantastic. But that kind of leaves me in a... Ooh, Confringo impacts produce fiery bolts that seek enemy targets. Yeah, we use Confringo a lot, so we'll go ahead and grab that. But, like, do we want to delve into more dark art stuff? Like, dealing damage to a cursed target inflicts damage to all cursed targets. We do... I mean, Flipendo has the same effect on cursed enemies. It has the same effect as a curse on enemies. Cursed enemies take increased damage. See, a lot of this is just... I'm not really sure Crucio releases a projectile that curses nearby enemies. That would have been a useful one to have, because we do use Crucio a lot. That would actually be pretty handy. I don't know. We'll come back to this later at a different point. These two poetry probably go over his head. Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Degtora. Have a look at this, Mr. Degtora and Degtora Jr. Have a look at this. Let's see, what famous kids songs. Here we go. We got this. The Rainbow Connection by Jim Henson. I mean, I guess technically... I was thinking more like, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through, you know, like that sort of a thing. But sure, the Rainbow Connection is good too. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. There we go, we'll leave it at that, so we don't get like a claim from someone. Ugh. How about that? How was that? How did Dake Jr. like that? Okay, where to next? We can do verse 2 here in a minute. After enough time has passed, that they can be considered disconnected, and it's not super sus. Is that where we slid down from? Because I want to get whatever those treasures are up there. Is there a way to get back up to them? Probably not going that direction. I got a feeling that no matter what we do... Oh, Wiki, what I've found some hidden Horklump. And possibly other things as well? I mean, I do see the writhing plants on the floor. Trust me, I see that. What are these things? They have a name. Devilish fun, but will melt in the sun? I can't remember. It's in the movie. It's in the books. Oh, it's going to come to me later. Thank you, Gilliam. Thank you. Do y'all like my Kermit the Frog voice? I'm not very good at it. My brother does a really good Kermit the Frog voice. Devil Snare! It's devilish fun, but will melt in the sun. Or wilt in the sun. Or wilt in the sun? Something like that? Oh, gosh. I've only listened to the audiobook like 4 times. I don't know. I'm about ready for another listen through, if I'm honest with you. Can I just pass through here? I was expecting there to be a button there I needed to interact with. Okay. Everything here seems fine. Everything here is actually kind of fascinating. I'm loving this.
Revelio.
Are those... wait a minute, hold on. Are those like red squirrels?
Lumos.
These look like red squirrels. They're running away now, but I want them. I want both of them. Can I catch them inside of a... Hold on, what is that? Ooh. There's all kinds of stuff hidden down here. Look at this. Lovely little hidden treasure. So that's probably where the game wants me to climb back up. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Let's get our bag out, and let's see if we can catch some red squirrels. They might not be actual catchable creatures. Where did they go? Ooh, dear Serona. When I arrived here, I had a troubling sense that in many ways, I wasn't like the other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me, and pondered sending an owl to my parents asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of class had ended. You know what's weird? Is that there's a crease on the piece of paper here, but the words go past it. That's a bit odd. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a legilimens, but I wonder that you seemed to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer in an empty pit of parchment, my quill dripping with ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me, well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast levitation charm on me, when you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed In the non-magical sense, I mean. Everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first-year witch I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation and, I am unashamed to admit, her incomparable cauldron cakes. Oh my gosh. What a lovely little letter. What a beautiful oh, another one. Dear Serona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. Now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean, or Cian, if you want to be so inclined. Oh, there's more. Dear Serona, I sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for their hospitality, but felt I need to put a quilled parchment with my thanks to you as well. What a lovely respite from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about the ridiculous gnome. He truly believed he was singing. And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days, so I appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match for the Slytherins this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena? Possibly Philomena, yes. There's more of them. There's more of them. I do see the box there as well. Dear Serona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked... wouldn't it be snuck? Or is that not really a word? I sneaked into the kitchen and asked Finky to make your favorite cream crowdy. What is that? Is that what that says? Cream crowdy? She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries this time of year. Genius, that Finky. Bess. Lovely, beautiful. Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress. A challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adored everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day. Mark my words. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. It actually happened as well. It was... Oh, no, I already read that. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours, gratefully, Serona.
I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back.
Yeah, probably the whole box as well.
Letters to Serona.
Yeah,
she'll be glad to have it back.
Definitely. Wow, I was expecting a bit more of like a final battle situation at the end of the cave, but it seems like we're just leaving now. A singing stream sounds like a fun time, Gilliam. Also, I'm bad at games. Welcome to the stream. So am I. Don't worry about it. Junior eats an apple like a psychopath. He ate the whole thing. Core seeds, and I caught him chewing on the stem. I'm sorry? Dake, that's... I mean, I appreciate it, actually. Dake Jr., if you're watching this. I mean, isn't there, like, arsenic in apple seeds, though? Like, maybe be a little bit careful of that. I'm assuming the concentration can't possibly be all that high. Not high enough to worry about, one guesses. But also, what was I going to say? Oh, no, listen. Waste not, want not. You know what I mean? I really respect a person who understands the value of an apple and gets the most out of it. Get me out of this. Yes, I can land here now. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not trying to fly in. Also, how is this stay like this? How is this? Oh. Shh. Nobody panic. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to work. Can I please? Can I? I guess not. I guess we're just not allowed to zoom off of there. That was a bit odd. I think this might be the Hufflepuff the game keeps trying to get me to go help over here by this this particular shop. We'll deal with that later. I've learned a whole lot about Serona's history and childhood. but I cannot imagine it actually being useful, is the only issue. Like, we read a lot of notes by a lot of people we'll never actually meet or interact with. Except for Sirona, I guess, which, I mean, maybe helps like, flesh them out as a character. But are they going to be a big part of the story moving forward? Only time will tell. We have to just be patient and see. But there's more arsenic in almonds, really? That's concerning. I mean, I can't remember the last time I had an almond, still. You guys ever heard of arsenic in old lace?
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Wow. Looked through those really quickly. No!
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
Professor Garlick. I've pulled up her picture just to have it next to me as I stream. What a witch. Okay, back to the live stream. Sorry.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Quest completed. A friend indeed is a friend in need. Or something like that. I don't know. Did they... let's see. Wait, what? You mean to tell me you've never even thought of eating the strawberry leaves? I'm sorry. Is that a thing you're supposed to do? Are you supposed to... Is this a joke? No, of course not. No, I don't eat the strawberry leaves. I don't even eat the top of the strawberry. I like nibble around and there's like a little crown left on the top. I'm not crazy. I don't do things like that. Are you one of those people that eats the banana peel? I need you to be honest with me. I'm bad at games. Is that a thing that you do? Because that's not normal either. I know people that do that. The banana peel is there to keep you from eating the banana. Because the trick with fruit, people say that fruit doesn't want you to eat it. But I don't believe that. Because when you eat fruit, you normally don't, like the seeds normally pass through. You know what I mean? Like they pass through unharmed. And I think that that's what fruit wants. I think that's the difference between fruit and vegetables, right? Vegetables are like, please don't eat me, I am the plant. Whereas fruit is like, here's this delicious, edible, tasty treat for you that's full of seeds. Please eat it. Please eat it and then go deposit your excrement somewhere else. So that, and at that point, the seed is basically covered in a rich soil of sorts that'll help it to grow into a new plant. I think fruit wants to be eaten. Fruit considers being eaten its like end of life goal, because once it gets eaten, it's like the peak of its existence. You can then just go. You basically go and you plant, or I guess the animals, whatever eats the fruit goes and plants the seeds all around the world. And that's brilliant. That's a good system that fruit's figured out. Vegetables need to catch up and get on this on the program. Just an intrusive thought while eating a strawberry. I've never had that intrusive thought. I'm sorry, I'm bad at games. I mean, listen, everyone has their weird intrusive thoughts. That's not one of mine. But to each their own, I suppose. What are we gonna do next? I don't want to go find a Duraclaw and a giant purple toad, but I feel like we're probably gonna have to. Collect field guide pages in the underground harbor. Where is that? And then collect field guide page, the field guide page from the book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. We should probably do that so we can learn transformation spells. That would be pretty cool. There's also Mum's the Word, though. Ooh, I want to go do that one. I want to see what Nat's up to. Speak with Natty outside the divination classroom. That's going to take me back into the castle anyway, so we might as well go ahead and do that. And I'm assuming that's going to lead into something at some point anyway. But the first place we need to go to is... Let's see. Is that... Here's the... I have so much trouble figuring out... Like, this map is 3D and kind of useless most of the time. I never fast travel close to where I'm trying to fast travel to, because you always end up in a place that's nowhere, like 2 halls over with no doors in between, even though it looked close. Even monkeys don't eat the peel. That's right, but monkeys also eat bananas oddly. So, I mean, I'm not here to tell you that we need to do as the monkey do.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Oh.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
I'm pretty sure that we're the bad influence, aren't we?
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Is it possible to learn this skill?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month. Then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality.
Yeah, like if you're a rat.
That my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
We look so disinterested the way that we're looking at her right now.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it.
Are you going to teach me how to do it?
No creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
That's maybe not wise.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Of course. Anytime, friend. Anytime you want me to just stand around and click dialogue options, I'm here for you. I mean, literally, anytime. Are you okay? Can you get down the stairs? You seem to be having some trouble there for a second, Nat. Are you also going to, like, disappear? Was that the whole quest? I mean, I hesitate to say it was a quest. It was more so like a conversation, but I guess that's all it was. All right, Weasley's assignment now. Underground Harbor. Where is that? Does anyone know where the Underground Harbor is? We've got a map. We've got a map pulled up for it. Excuse me, we're just going to start running now. And hopefully we'll get there in expedient. I mean, I don't know how far it is. It's way down there. That's not too far. It's fine. We should do like the monkeys, says Datora. Throw excrement at people who we don't like. Listen, you know what that does? If you've been eating fruit and you start throwing your excrement around, I'm just saying, you're helping to plant more trees. So there you go. There you go, everyone. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a very helpful map. Look at that. It got us right there. All right. Do we need to, like... We can't fly down there, can we? Can we... We can't pick our broom? We can! Hot diggity. Okay. How do you enter this location? Whatever this is. Gosh, it's way down here. Hello? Oh. Can't enter while mounted. Okay, so I did not know that this was a place that existed. Get me off of my broom. I'm sure this is not how the game anticipated us going here. I didn't think it would let me get out and swim. Also, yeah, that's the first time I've looked down there. Look, we do have 4 ancient magic meters now. I gotta start using more ancient magic. It's basically a one-shot for any lesser enemies. Can we just navigate our way through here? Look at this! How are we supposed to get down here? Well, I guess we can just follow this trail up. Look at that. We just skipped a rock right into the wall.
So this is the underground harbor?
I think so. I don't know, Mr. Reese Weasley. I think it is, though. Give me your money. Who just keeps 500 gold down here by the harbor? Doesn't make any sense. What's the function? What's the purpose? What we're looking for right now is a field guide page, which is probably down there at the end of the dock. I guess is this where the first years like row into? Don't they go to the boathouse or something? This must just be where they store the boats then, year round. I see you. I got you. Come here, you. Beautiful. Underground Harbor, located deep beneath the viaduct courtyard, is the landing for boats delivering first-year students across the Black Lake to Hogwarts. Never mind, this is where they go, I guess. Or it is just where they hide the boats. The way that it was written, it could have gone either way. Up to the viaduct courtyard we go. It's a full-on elevator. Oh, so there's just an elevator at the top, I guess? Which way do you guys peel a banana? I always go stem first. People are like, you're doing it wrong, and I'm here to tell you, there's literally not a right or wrong way to do it. It is such an asinine way of thinking about a banana to say doing it one way or the other is wrong, when literally there is no... It's not like the banana was like... The banana tree never said, here's a fruit and here's an instruction manual. Make sure you do it right. It literally just getting into it. You just get... It's all you got. You could cut it open with a knife and you would not be wrong in doing that. The idea that it is wrong to like open it from stem side or you got to open it from the other way... It's one of those human nonsense things where we completely fabricated the rule and we're like, no, it's a rule. You got to open it. It's nature. It doesn't care. Sorry, I get worked up about these things. Also, if you were wondering, a hot dog is neither a taco or a sandwich. It is its own thing. It is neither of those two options. It is its own entity unto itself. In the same way that a burger is not a sandwich, it is a burger. It is its own entity. A hot dog is its own entity. It's not a taco. A taco is a very specific thing. All right? And a hot dog cannot be a taco. Because it's not. I'm not. I will hear nothing. I will hear no arguments to the contrary, because these are again human rules that I've constructed that I'm standing by. It's entirely different from the library. It's entirely different from this other thing of opening a banana, right? Like we determine what these classifications are, and this is I have determined this to be so, and I am an expert on such matters. So, oh, look what I found here. Hello there, you. The old librarian. Lovely. Look at that. 7 more to go, and we unlock something. Probably a piece of clothing. We haven't really checked our fit in a while, so we're not really sure if we've got the latest drip.
Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Yes. How did you know that?
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Okay.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. They don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
I know the magical world pretty well.
Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Oh, we just read this one earlier as well. It's a snidget.
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis. Yeah.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the 3 brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Closing my eyes here. It's the wand, it's the cloak, and it's the stone that is put into a ring, but it's not a ring to begin with. No, the Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
I thought I was going to ask specifically.
The Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder
Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility.
And the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Ooh, I actually don't know that. I feel like the quaffle, I think, is larger than a bludger.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
It's not supposed to.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
To what end? Do I get an award for that? I'd like more questions.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Oh, you've immediately thrown me off. Order of Merlin, the International Confederation of Wizards, the Wizards Council. So I know what the Order of Merlin... Dumbledore is a member of the Order of Merlin First Class. The International Confederation of Wizards is international. I feel like it's the Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement.
Well...
Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Yeah, we're immediately into questions that I cannot answer. That one.
Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth.
We're immediately off to a bad start. I got all the easy ones right away.
Averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
I'm not gonna know that. Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Oh my gosh. A demiguise.
Yes!
Yeah, because they turn invisible.
Invisibility. Those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
I don't even know what a lethifold is. It's not a Patronus. That's to be used against Dementors.
The knockback, Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
I feel like I've heard Hermione say this. It's Gamp.
Gamp.
Gamp's law.
One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that
Food cannot be conjured.
Though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Ooh. I think it's never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The basilisk, I don't think, produces eggs. I don't know what a runespore is. We find a lot of Ashwinder eggs. Maybe that.
Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the runespore. According to Parselmouths, each of the runespore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft?
Oh, that's in America. I know that. I know that one. It's got to be that, because none of these are in America.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Oh, Amortentia.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round?
Well, we know what she's into.
They're my most difficult questions.
I think we got, what, maybe half of those?
Give me your worst.
I'm enjoying this.
I do admire your thirst for
Every
knowledge.
time I do get one, I'm like,
The
yes.
Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Ooh, Emmerich the Evil. That sounds really familiar. Okay. See, Emmerich the Evil is a really familiar name. I don't think it's that, because Egbert's the little yellow dude, the little yellow egg guy, who just kind of runs around and goes, hi, hi, chow, chow. And he goes through pipes and stuff. That's a great game, by the way. Speedy Egbert's fantastic. Sir Blocks. That sounds right.
Bloxham.
Incorrect.
Ah, it was Egbert all along!
Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Heavens help me. Blatching, haversacking, or stooging?
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking.
Of course it is!
It's trying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
A mackled malaclaw. Oh, man. Mackled... hairy ears.
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Oh, I know this one. It's, Mimble, it's gotta be, okay, because, Neville has a Mimbleless Mimbletonia, and it spews all over Harry when he's about to talk to
Mimbleless Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbleless Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
This one sounds right.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand
You got
on
the
Limfrid's
one.
previous
Never forget
work
it.
to create
Dake,
the
I'm
pep
bad
rock
at
potion
games.
known
Gilliam,
today. In The
never
Wizard
forget
and
it.
the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the Hopping Pot?
I've never read Tales of Beetle the Bard. A single slipper, his wand, a smaller pot. That sounds whimsical.
That's correct.
I just guessed that.
Created by Beetle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently.
Nope.
The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
I'm sorry, the Snallygaster? Okay, we wouldn't have come up with something like that in North America. We give our creatures really normal names, like, you know, Bigfoot and the Rake and the Wendigo. The Snallygaster doesn't fit. It's got to be Scottish Highlands.
The Scottish Highlands.
No. The answer was...
No chance was that not something the Scots came up with. Get out of here.
...of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Well, it can't be Sir Luckless, because that would be fun. Well, that'd be
Sir
hilarious.
Correct. The three witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct.
Really?
Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence.
Well, there you
First
go.
Minister for Magic.
Ooh. Peveril? Oh, I've got to believe a Peveril was the first Minister for Magic. It wouldn't have been a Gamp. Get out of here.
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered
I'm
all
sure
of my
it did.
questions. Ah, it's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Thank you. I did too. It was a
I
good
put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Book on intermediate transfiguration.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Hold on, there's a book flying around. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did the book go? Dang it. There we go. Gotcha. 45 of 50, baby. What happens when we hit 50? I don't really know. Hopefully something good. Hopefully we get some good stuff. Also, wait a minute. Hold on. Remember that fire that we could never get through before? We have a spell now that might be able to help us. Where was that at? It's right over here. Can we cast this? Look at that. Going in now, baby. Finally, we get to see what's going on back here. What is this place?
Revelio.
I was really hoping there would be like a note to just explain what this is. Is this just where the librarian hangs out, probably? It's a bit much. There we go. Can we... Oh, we can't reignite it? What if we use like
Incendio.
Okay, we need to go before the librarian sees what we've done. We've completely just extinguished a fire that seemingly cannot be relit, and I kind of feel bad about it. Let's just go. I mean, I feel less bad about it, and more so I'm concerned we're gonna get in trouble for it. So we can get through these gates here and just get a move on. I'm gonna be feeling less bad about it the further away we get from the situation.
Revelio.
Where's that chest? There's a chest somewhere around these parts. You can see it on the map there. We gotta find all the hidden stuff in this.
Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. There it is. There's all the test answers. Or that's the professor. Oh my gosh, it is! It was! Ah, the kids know what they're on about.
Settle down. Transfiguration, as
Transfiguration?
say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now,
beautiful.
You all know what to do.
Do we? I don't know anything. Are you just leaving me to figure this out on my own? The devil's gonna catch me on this one. Boom! Transformation unlocked. What can I do with this? Can I turn a cup into a rat? Is that my end goal? How does this work in combat? Can I turn a troll into a butterfly and then just squish it? Can we make life?
Beautifully done.
This is concerning. I have questions about what you've just taught me. Assign the new spell. Okay, sure. I mean, it's a little bit worrying that we apparently have the ability to create life. Also, I want to throw out there that we've only got one non-evil spell left to unlock, Bombarda, and then 2 evil ones. We've almost learned all the spells, everyone. How exciting is that? Let's see, how can we use that? Is there any objects around here that I can practice on? Okay, well that didn't quite do anything, did it?
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
I need to trim my mustache. It's getting too long. I'm starting to, go into my bottom lip, and I'm not a fan of that.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula.
I did that.
Such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities.
Don't know what you mean.
Your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Ooh.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mission accomplished, everyone. Oh, hi there, you. Oh my gosh, wait, can we do that in combat? Can I just turn an enemy to a barrel and then blow them up? Because if so, that's going to be super OP. It's going to be way more useful than friggin'
Since
whatever.
our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Okay. Is that it? Normally there's like a bunch of letters that come through all at once. We're definitely going to have a look at our quests here and probably go do that. What are my other options? At some point I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to find these animals because then we can learn Bombarda and that'll be the end of it. And in fact, we might even want to go ahead and do that during this stream. Let's see, a Duriclaw and a giant purple toad. I might know where giant purple toads are on the world map because I'm pretty sure I found them by accident entirely when I was up here in the swamp previously. Niffler Den, Puffskein Den, Giant Purple Toad Den. That's the ticket. So we're going to fast travel there. And then while that's happening, I'm going to once again go for a bathroom break. BRB. Do you folks remember back when I was like really professional and we did these? Hold on, is the camera tracking my face? Is it still locked onto me? Yeah, it looks like I'm still in focus. You remember when I used to be like super professional and I did these? And we'd have a bathroom break every hour and there was like a countdown for it, and then we'd go to like a be right back screen and everything, and it would play like a little intro and outro every time. Man, those were the good old days, weren't they? I need to get back into that. I need to get the setup down the way it used to be. Like, get it really quality and all that. Okay. Looking for a purple toad. You'll do. You'll be fine. Come here. No, stop trying to get away.
Glacius.
There we go. That'll do. All right, you. Get inside my bag. Yeah, there's one. All right. Acquire a giant purple toad, I should say. And now we need to get a Duraclaw. So I don't think I've seen those on the map. Well, I should say that I don't think I've recognized that on the map. That doesn't mean I haven't come across them at some point. If they're particularly vile or nasty, they might be in like a layer. But let's see, what are you? Giant purple toad den, so another one of those. Thestral den. Giant purple toad. Giant purple toads are all over the place. They're quite a popular monster from the looks of things. Mooncalf den. Giant purple... There's so many giant purple toads. It's a little bit absurd. What are you? Puffskeins. Giant purple toad. What is with this? What is this? You missed the be right backs. Do you remember, Gilliam, when it would say... It had like a whole little speech that it played through. So it would be like, I've probably gone to the restroom or to check my phone or something. That was always fun. We're going to get that back up and running again. Or something like it again. Giant purple toad. Puffskeins. Okay. Alright, that's fine. A Kneasel den. Not super useful. What I need is... What are you? Nifflers. Not useful yet again. A Jobberknoll? At least it's not a giant purple toad. I'll give it that. Nifflers again. Whooper. Woofper, whatever it is. Puffskeins. I wonder if we just haven't found any yet. Like, we might have to go... We might have to go further south. Mooncalf, and then I think we're back where we started, aren't we? Niffler. What is it? I've already forgotten the name of the thing I'm actually looking for. Duraclaws. Alright, we're going to look it up real quick. Hogwarts Legacy Duraclaw. Where to find Duraclaws? Hogwarts Legacy. Oh. Wait, what? Really? Hold on. So, according to the map I'm looking at, they'll be right in here. Oh, it's even marked on the map and everything. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, listen, sometimes in life, I don't pay enough attention to the fact that there are giant yellow spots marking exactly where we need to go. Why is this eye blurry? What is going on?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, it's still kind of blurry. What's going on with my vision here? I put on the glasses because I was starting to feel a bit of eye strain. It's not because I think they make me look cool or anything like that. But now the eye's gone kind of blurry. Am I just like losing my sight here on live stream? Is that what's happening? Because that would be deeply unfortunate, and I would hope that that wouldn't be the case. Let's go. Come on, climb that hill. Come on, buddy. I even dimmed the screen and everything when I started. You know what I didn't do is I didn't try turning down the backlight. So while we have a moment here, and we're just kind of flying off in this direction, is it possible for me... Oh, wow, the backlight's at like 100. Yeah, that's unnecessary. If I just turn that down to like, I don't know, 70 maybe. Again, this is not going to change what you see at all. That alone might be enough to like... If that might explain why my eyes are always burning during live streams. It has nothing to do with the lights around me, or the fact that I'm staring at a screen, which is also not good for my eyes. And it might have everything to do with the fact that just the backlight was just blinding me this whole time. Also, wait, where are we going right now? Hold on. No, we're flying towards the mark that I made, when where we need to be going is in this direction. Oh, I'm such an absolute fool. All that time wasted. All that time wasted. It's okay, if we fly close to the ground, we can kind of break the speed somehow. I'm still not entirely sure how this works. But you'll notice that I'm holding down the speed boost, and the speed boost isn't draining if I fly up a little bit. We don't go any faster, but you can see the speed boost decrease. But if I fly back down... Well, hold on, I gotta let it recharge a little bit. Boom, I can activate it. And it doesn't drain, and I don't understand. I still don't quite understand.
This place has seen better days.
I don't sleep for long periods of time. My vision starts going blurry. Just kidding? Huh? Oh, Flat, you're... I see what you mean now. Your first comment got hidden by YouTube censors. There we go. I've approved it. So the chat can now understand what you're joking about. Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I've been told on Twitter. I've been told that on Twitter.
If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
That just kind of came out of nowhere,
I have
Sebastian.
some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Okay, Poppy. Again, also just kind of a random time to be sending me that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure. Alright, we're going to sneak in here. I don't know if being invisible actually helps with catching animals. Or if that's just kind of my imagination. I want one of the colorful
dangerous if I'm not careful.
Be frozen. Now get in my bag. Whoa! Where? What? I can't. I literally cannot fight back right now. Where the heck did you come from? That was overly frightening. I was just not anticipating that. Jeez. Not what I was expecting out of this encounter, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Are we all good? I like the look of these things. I think I want a female one as well. Come here, you. That's not the right spell to be using. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Come here. I want to catch you inside of a... I'll take you inside of my bag. I'm going to take you back to my my secret room in the castle. And I'm going to breed you.
I mean you no harm.
Yeah, we mean you no harm. We just want to, like, kidnap you. Is all we want to do. It's not that sus, okay? Come here. There you go. Nice. Tuck them away inside of there.
Everything's all right. Revelio.
I think that there's actually another baddie. Like, right around here. It's on the map, at least. There's a red mark. Why was there a single Inferi? Gosh, that was a bit terrifying, wasn't it? Can we get back to the get back to the Hogwarts? Go back to school. Oh my gosh, where am I going with these? It's all gobbledygook. Ludgog has asked me to meet him at the Goblin Mine South. Wait, what? What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is at all. What quest am I currently on? Professor Howland's assignment. Attend Beast's class during the day. I think that's outside. So we want to go... yeah, down here. So... perfect. Oh. Yeah, that did happen. I'm bad at games. I read that the other day. I had a whole... no, actually, I think I watched a video about it. By someone. It's a very sad situation. The game is actually pretty cool, Flat. It's been quite fun. I've enjoyed... I mean, I'm probably not playing it the right way, because I'm very bad about staying focused, so I'll just jump between quests and randomly find myself just picking locks and stealing things. I imagine if anyone tried to watch through these live streams kind of after the fact, it might be a bit of a challenge, right? To... also... okay, good, it's daytime now. The game changed time. I'm imagining it's got to be a bit of a challenge because it's so hard to track the story with all the different directions we're going in. Like, we'll be helping Poppy 1 minute, and then we'll be helping Deke, and then we'll be helping to learn dark magic from our weird evil friend. Just random things. You know how it is. Was that, like, cruelty to a student?
Today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly...
I take it you're ready to learn your...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Surely that's the whole purpose of learning it, isn't it?
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
I am ready. My body is ready. My mind is racing. This is a very oddly shaped spell.
The charm is highly volatile.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready to start blowing stuff up.
Well done. Now,
we'll see what she has to say here as soon as I'm done equipping it.
put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Why the pumpkins?
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Beautiful. This is going to be great for clearing away rock. A heavy damage spell that causes an explosive blast in a large area.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Professor. Okay, well, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm glad that didn't work, actually, because that would have been a bit cruel, wouldn't it? Hello? I'm from Russia. Cool. English, I do not know, so I'm writing you through Google Translate. Legacy is a super game. I'm enjoying it, and Google Translate is actually doing a pretty good job. What do you know? Explosions hurt people, Carl. Dake Torah, I know what you're referencing. I get that one. Well, welcome to the stream, Lena. I hope that you enjoy it. Yeah, Carl. Why would you do that, Carl? It's the lovely elderly couple from 2B. Oh, man, what a reference, Dake. What a reference. Okay, so it's all gobbledygook. Lodgok has asked me to meet him at the Goblin Mine south of Hogwarts and asked that I bring someone who speaks gobbledygook. Speak with Amit. We know someone who speaks gobbledygook. That's right. We had a whole conversation with him in the last stream, I believe. Meet Sebastian by the Overlook. That's the one I'm more interested in at the moment. But we also have... Oh. Okay, there's two different ones involving Sebastian. And one of these involves getting Imperio. So, maybe we do that one first, I'm thinking. We also have Poppy and the poached egg situation that we should probably address and get cleared up. And then I think we're probably ready to do the Absconder encounter. Let's go ahead and start with learning Imperio. Because at that point, we'll only have one other spell afterward. And that will be learning, of course. You know what? Can you just take a moment here on the map to track something other than... There we go. So there. Now we've untracked that thing on the horizon that keeps confusing me. The catacombs. Where exactly are those? They're very far away. Sebastian, where are you taking me, sir? Let's take a look at the map. Because otherwise we might be flying for a while. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, he wants us to go basically way down here near his village. We'll fast travel. It'll be a lot faster that way. But... Carl? How could you not know that, Carl? I hope I'm referencing the same thing as you.
Looks rather dark in there.
Otherwise it'd be really awkward.
Never stopped me before.
I didn't know we would fast travel still on our broom. That's fun and quirky.
You're here. Good.
What's up, buddy?
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Remember when we thought it was just as simple as Anne being like a werewolf or something? What good times.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I would say that's reasonable.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Did I select the right quest? Wait a minute. Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the Great Room, which had suffered decay, amid the turned-over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of the object were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Same here, Sebastian. Yeah, in the shadow of time. Yeah, okay. Making sure. I couldn't remember which quest was which. I wanted to make sure I was tracking the correct one here. Into the Feldcroft Catacombs! This should prove to be an enlightening journey. Ah, yes. The Queen did pass away. The Queen of old Merry Old England. Very sad.
Sure that foul
One
smell
of the
is
few
the
royal
scent of
family members I
success.
actually had
Try not to lose
respect
your
and
nerve just
appreciation
yet.
for. I do feel like, though, that, well, there's two in particular that we can all think of, right, that give the whole family a bad name. But let's not get into that today. Let's stay positive and upbeat. Being American, I really don't have to worry much about the royal family. I don't understand. There is a fascination among some people in the States with the royal family, which I don't get. I'm pretty sure we fought a whole war that, you know, just so we wouldn't have to pay attention to what the royal family was up to. And now everyone's like, oh, but now that now that it's a choice, we care a lot. No, like, I don't.
Insects.
Don't start.
That is true, though. Spiders are not insects in all actuality. So I'm assuming that's the way that we want to progress forward. But it seems to me like it's possible that we could have some hidden loot down here.
Opening all of these is tempting.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I'd say opening them all is justified.
Absolutely.
Taller than it looks.
To what end, I'm not sure. But we did open them all, okay. And there were some little spiders in there. I also see that we got this guy here. I don't think that I've got my normal spell equipped for that. So what I've normally been using... First off, I feel like we need to redo some things here. So these two are fine, but let's add Bombarda to here. Along with, do we have any other spells that we don't have currently equipped that might be useful in combat? I don't know if that would be useful in combat necessarily, but it might be worth trying. And then we will also be able to equip Leviosa down here. All right.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I wish that we could just have all of the spells at our fingertips at any time. I kind of understand maybe making that be one of those things where it's like, oh, but it's part of managing your inventory and kind of knowing what you need going in, and it's all part of the game design. But I find it to just be a bit upsetting that I can't, on the fly, very quickly switch between all of my spells.
Brilliant.
Also, that was entirely unnecessary. All right, I just wanted to see what was up there. That's the sound of forgiveness. Again, another wonderful reference, Datora. What are your favorite Harry Potter movies and books? I have my first 3 films in the book Order of Phoenix. Okay, let me see. My favorite book is actually different from my favorite movie. So my favorite book is probably the 4th one, so The Goblet of Fire. I love that book. I think it does some really interesting world building, and it's one of my favorites to go back to and kind of reread out of all of them. I think it's a really good time. Ironically, that's my least favorite of the movies because, not because I think it's a bad movie, but I think it's just a bad adaptation. I think maybe if it wasn't my favorite book, I would be less harsh on it, but because it is my favorite book. Okay, now watch this. That's not it. That's the one. Yeah. Because it is my favorite book, I wish it had been done a bit better. But my favorite movie is the 3rd one. I think that's, in my opinion, Alfonso. Was it Alfonso Cuarón? Is that his name? I think he did a fantastic job with Prisoner of Azkaban. It is a great movie, and it kind of makes me wish he had directed more of the movies. I think a lot of people really like the fact that they were all directed. Well, no. The first 2 were Christopher Columbus, then Alfonso Cuarón, then some other guy for the 4th one who was the worst. And then the last 3 were all directed by, oh, what is that guy's name? He's the guy who also directed the Fantastic Beasts movie. Yates? Is it David Yates? the David Yates movies, I'll give them this. They all have a bit of cohesion to them. But I don't know. I really like the third movie. The third movie is my favorite. I like the way the Wizarding World was done in that one most of all. That is my opinion. I'd love to hear all of yours. That would be great.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Just dealing with a bit of spiders here is all.
It no longer feels like a tomb.
Incendio!
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Will we? I mean, based on what are you making that assumption, or that assertion even, that we're going to be fine? How do I get to that? Is that a case of needing a Bombarda? I kind of want to really quickly, if you'll give me a moment, that's the wrong thing to open, but if you'll give me just a minute, I would like to swap Bombarda to here. And then, well, that was a fun little glitchy sound effect, wasn't it? That was a lovely time.
Revelio.
There we go. So now it's in the same spot as my big explosion spells on every other one. So it's like good muscle memory there. Let's see. David Yates, yeah. That's him. Fine movies. I don't know. I just, especially compared to 3. Everything after 3, and really everything before 3. 3 was just a really good movie, and it was kind of is still like a standalone in the franchise. Fantastic Creatures. My favorite Fantastic Beasts movie is the first one, and then the second one is my second favorite, and the third one is my third favorite. But I don't really want to use the words favorites, because after the first one, they weren't really good. I thought the first one was fun, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it had a lot of potential. And then 2 was very concerning, and then 3 was off the rails. I don't know what they're doing with the Fantastic Beasts movies at all. I think they've really lost their way. Really, really lost their way. Not very good
now,
movies.
This is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
My boy. You just came down
by
here.
The altar.
I think I have a general idea of what we're going to be expected to do down here. But first off, let's get all the treasure, right?
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Yeah, I'm assuming what we're going to end up with eventually is Inferi. Am I right? Like, that's what I expect to find in the tomb. Every time I pull one of these open, I'm just slightly surprised there aren't any. Okay, alright. Let's see. Let's get,
Wingardium Leviosa.
We're going to need these bones at some point. I figured out, I think in a previous stream maybe, how to build bridges out of bones or something. You folks remember. So we'll just kind of leave those there for now. We've got another stack here. Ooh! I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay. But research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Well, Sebastian, you're gonna love what I found, buddy, just knowing you. Oh, it's just a dirty great spider, is it? That's fantastic. Come here, you. Burn. Lovely.
We've rid the world of another spider.
We have.
Sleep better tonight.
Accio.
Got some more bones. I mean, I understand that we're supposed to be progressing the plot a bit, but if I can, like, explore just a wee bit before then, you know, just take this opportunity to go ahead and... Okay, well, I thought that would be, like, a doorway to somewhere. Like, this is definitely a doorway to somewhere, right? At least that portion is. Just want to give this place a nice, good, thorough exploration, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so that's going to be the bone door that we have to unlock.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong. Oh, see, this is the kind of bridge you build with bones right here. That's definitely what you do here. Now, whether or not this is relevant to the actual mission back there, I'm not sure. But while we're in the area, I see no reason why we can't go ahead and pop these open. I expected that to be the bones we needed. But no. Perhaps we come back here in a bit. Or perhaps we're supposed to bring those bones back here. I don't know. There is... Okay, alright, hold on. We're gonna have to light up.
Lumos.
There we go. And then... I don't know if it's going to... Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, no, that worked. That worked, kind of. So, what if we actually hit it with this instead? And then, there we go. That's the move.
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. Now we gotta kind of bring these up to here and then let them go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Perfect. Wait, no, let go of them. Let go of them. And then the next set of bones, where are they at? We're doing well so far, everyone. We're getting through this. Don't you worry.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wait. Hold on. There's more bones. Literally right here in front of me.
Wingardium Leviosa.
So, are you like? Is it underneath the? It is. It's been captured.
Incendio.
Let go of my bones, please. There we go. There we go. Okay, let him go. We're gonna see where this leads.
Bone bridge complete.
What a process! What an absolute process. Okay. No. What about Bombarda? If all that's gonna be in here is like a treasure chest, maybe worth it. Oh, wait a minute. We saw this from the other side. Oh, this is this room. It's made a giant circle. Okay. Well, now we won't have to wonder how we get to here, because we've done it. Anything useful? Got like a square painting that we can hang up on the wall, one presumes. And... Ooh, a nice Black Witch plaid long coat. Very nice. Okay, so that's everything from here, I think. Except for whatever that is. Except I have a feeling that's not this way. That's from the direction we came in, isn't it? We'll worry about that later then. I've really, really lost track of the chat. Oh, but we made it back, everyone. Look at us go. Let's talk to him about what we found.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
That's the face of a man who knows we're about to do dark magic right there. That's what that face is.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Yeah, I think we get the general idea of what we're supposed to do here. I mean, I think we're supposed to bring them over here, possibly. Yeah, look at that. Oh, hold on. Go, bring them around as well.
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Boom. Bone door.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Oh, funny, funny man. Have you been a Harry Potter fan for a long time?
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
I think yes.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
2009 or 2010 was the first time I got into Harry Potter. I'm trying to remember. I think all but the last 2 movies were out. So I remember watching them all in the course of a single day. I might have been sick in bed or doing a bunch of school in bed or something. I don't remember. But I watched them all. And then after that, I read through all of the books over the course of maybe a month. Just binged them all. And I remember getting to the end of the last book. It was before the last movie came out. So I finished them all in that time. In the time between the Half-Blood Prince movie releasing and the release of The Deathly Hallows Part 1. I read all the books. It's somewhere in that gap, I want to say. Because I remember going to see at least Part 2 in theaters. I think that's the only Harry Potter movie I saw in theaters. Me and my brother went because I then subjected him to all the films. Because I was like, you're going to like this too because I like it. And then we're going to go watch the last one together. So that was when I got into Harry Potter. Well, thank you so much, Selena. Thank you so much. I assume you're heading out. Well, thank you for joining us and asking such wonderful questions and participating in the chat. Hope that you enjoyed your time with us. Let's see.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Oh, yeah, no, I can tell from looking at it.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Guess we better have it ready to go. Oh, no, that's not it. Imperio. Ooh, spiders. Perfect. So, is it going to serve me now? What is the purpose of Imperioing a spider? What does that accomplish? What have I gained? That's supposed to let me control it, but it's just kind of standing there now.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio.
That was kind of pointless, wasn't it? I'm not really sure what the point of that was. Why cast that on an enemy if it's just going to make him go sit in the corner?
Rebellion.
I guess so they go and sit in the corner, I suppose, is probably the answer to that question. Which way do we feel like is the way we're supposed to progress? I have no idea. This definitely feels like the way we're not supposed to progress.
Another
Rebellion.
barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
I take
How
it back.
gracious of you.
This probably is where we're supposed to progress to, then. I see all of the... Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I get the idea of what's going on in here. We'll deal with that in a minute. I want to go explore all of these other rooms first. Say what you will, but I enjoy a good bit of exploration. So first off, burn away these things. And then I guess, you know what? It seems to be a quick and easy way to get one of these guys out of commission for the rest of the fight, I suppose. Oh, it is helping us! Oh, look at it go! I don't want to attack that one. It's on our side. Oh, buddy, I thought you were on my side. Come on now. Get back to it. Okay, see, now I can't attack it. That's a problem. I'm gonna have to wait till the spell wears off, which is okay. I mean, how long could that possibly take? Do we need to burn all this stuff away? Collect some treasure. Sounds like he's got it taken care of, more or less. Come here, you. Oh, I bet it did, pal. I bet it did. I bet you really liked that one, didn't you?
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit
I don't
dramatic,
like
isn't it?
the way he said that. It sounds like he enjoys harming the spiders a bit more than I'm comfortable with. All right, well, we know what's going to come out of here when we do this. They all got away as well. Good for them, honestly. Got ourselves a Wiggenweld, which is good. Have we ever run out of Wiggenwelds? It seems like we've got a pretty good supply of them, and they seem to come in pretty steadily. I know we've had too many at one point, where we... Oh, hello, hello. What's hidden behind here? Perhaps some golden treasures? It's mostly gold, and I appreciate that. I mean, considering how expensive some of the stuff is in Hogsmeade, I gotta say, I feel like this game actually does a pretty decent job of balancing the amount of gold you get and like where and how you can spend it, which is not something I've experienced in some other games I've been playing recently. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes to mind, where I just have an absolute fortune,
been here in quite
and
some
there's
time.
just nothing I can do with any of it. I have so much gold in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and it's like they didn't even consider, oh buddy, old pal, old friend of mine. Okay, that didn't work. Hold on, give me just a second here. Oh, good. No, you made it out. All right, good. I guess it just took a little bit of practice then. Probably nothing past this? Yeah, no. There's so much gold, but in this game, there's a pretty good balance of I feel like we have a lot of gold, and then we have to spend it all. But I get it all back pretty quickly, and then I have to spend it all. It's a good balance that I appreciate. Okay, apparently we're not getting through there. I mean, it definitely looks like we should be able to, but apparently we can't. All right, that's fun. Back into the room with all of the blocks. A dinner party. That sounds like fun. Hey, God bless you too, Daketora. Hope you have a good nap, and I'll see you around, man. And goodbye, Daketora Jr. as well. I hope that you enjoyed our sing-along time earlier. The Daketora Jr. sing-along hour that goes along with Mrs. Daketora's poetry hour, which is always a good time. So I'm assuming that I've got to do these in a particular order, right? Because, I mean, if you look here, it's got that symbol, like the Tetris symbol, and then this one has that circle underneath it. So I think now we must have to pull the one with the circle underneath it, which is this one.
That worked. Keep going.
Yeah, that worked. Okay, so now we got to do this one, which has the odd upside-down triangular thing under it. So that's this one. And then it has... again, the circle with the air wisps in it, which is right here. And that'll open up this one. And there was nothing in there, so that's a shame. And then the last one is going to be this one with sort of like a maze underneath it, which is located right over here. And just like that, we have everything we need. We've got all the ingredients in order. No, we don't, because that had a chest inside of it. Maybe we never needed that one open to begin with. Maybe there's enough bones out here already. Let's see. So bring over our first batch. Batch number 2. It definitely feels like there's some missing. Yeah, it feels like we need a bit more at the top. Oh, this one! Okay, Mr. Tetris. Come on, just a second. And then the infinite loops. Bones, me boy. Bones. Gilliam, I'm glad you're still here with me. Please don't leave me. Same to you, I'm bad at games. I know I'm bad at games. They did put thought into the gameplay. It is shocking, isn't it? It is shocking. And the puzzles are actually fun? I know, it's insane. I can barely believe it myself. I don't know why I turned invisible. Well, I do. It's because I meant to turn on Lumos and I hit the wrong button.
Student was so entranced with this.
This definitely feels like a room where we're going to be fighting a bunch of big spiders. Oh, yeah, see, now that's what I mean right there, what I'm talking about. You're on my side now. Enjoy it. You need to be suffering. I'm sure it did. Man, remember that really rough combat encounter at like the start of the stream? We're doing so much better now. I mean, like, sure, yeah, we're destroying a bunch of like ancient precious pottery. That's not really the one that I wanted to control. I had a different one in mind, and I kind of hit it wrong. Such is life, I guess.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Yeah, it did feel that way. We did okay, though. We did okay. We had to use a couple Wigan welds, but more or less we got through it all right. Still think it went better than it did before. So I'm okay with that. Did anyone else see a texture break there for a second? We don't have to dwell on it. It's okay. They didn't crash the game or anything, but I'm pretty sure I saw just a white square for just a mere moment on the screen. This is going to be it. This is going to be where the treasure is. Let's go. Gotta go eat something? All right. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry myself. I need to go eat as well. What time is it? It's not too late. I actually managed to get started around the time I wanted to get started today, which anyone who watches the Howdy Folks live stream will know that doesn't happen very often.
Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Yeah, haven't you ever seen National Treasure, my dude? The first dead end is just to trick the British. Watch this. The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizard kind, but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to release its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic. Okay.
Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be?
Is that it?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
What's the worst that could happen at this point?
This is meant to be. For Anne's sake.
We're gonna get Anne killed, aren't we?
Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be a fan of it. And honestly, I don't blame him. Wait. Who is that? Should we be concerned? Let's... You know what? Hold on.
We must remain unseen.
We must, yes. Let's sneaky. Let's be sneaky. Also, it looks like there's some stuff over there. Like some golden stuff we didn't collect. Is this our friend? Ominous? It is ominous. He's been following us. He must have found out. What Ominous doesn't know...
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
It won't let me
No,
leave.
you're not.
There's an invisible
wall. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you.
How does he even know that we're here?
Take a step back.
Not only are we invisible, he's blind.
But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
This is ridiculous.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
We should have told him not
Sebastian's done
to.
his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I agree that it's probably bad news, but I kind of want to see where it goes.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
That's not what I said.
I think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine.
I mean, we don't
trust
though.
him on this. I'm trusting you too.
Him.
The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
I'm sure
Sebastian,
we all will.
We're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Oh dear, brother, come on. Where's Ominous? Is he not coming along? You just gonna stay down here? I don't care. Whatever. He got himself down here. He can get himself out. You know, we'll see.
Revelio.
What about that room with the treasures that we saw right over there? So we should be able to actually get through here. Oh, you know what I did? Oh no, it's not Bombarda. How do you get back there then? There's got to be like a secret way to travel back there. But I have no idea what it would be. Because there's like a whole bunch of mechanisms and things back there. You see what I mean? And I just don't see any way to it, unless it would be through here.
Bombarda.
Definitely can't destroy that either. Alright, well, we'll leave them behind then. No treasures for us. We'll just have to remember that in the future, that maybe there's something useful down here.
There?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I mean, that's not necessarily what we discussed. Our deal was that we wouldn't let him do anything else crazy after this.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
No, that's perfectly fair and reasonable. Listen, it's fine. Your one friend doesn't want you... You know, your one friend from an evil family doesn't want you to become evil like his family. And you just got to keep those secrets from him.
Leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important.
Oh gosh. I guess we're just in the middle of combat now.
Incendio. Incendio. Incendio.
Wait, Loyalist Rangers? Wait, how many things am I in a fight with right now? I can't even physically see them.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Okay.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice
I
work.
agree. Thank you. Should we continue our conversation? After that? Oh, wait a minute. Is the city burning? Does the city look like it's on fire to you? Is that just chimneys going out of control, or what's happening here?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic.
Listen, buddy.
Looks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Something's going on in Feldcroft, okay? I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a smoldering ruin or what, but something's going on. No, it's not.
Smoke. Over there, by the hamlet.
Yeah, I see it. Trust me, I see it. Everyone sees it. Very odd.
Feldcroft's in trouble.
It is.
Let's hurry.
I'm ready for this. Show me the enemy. I've got all kinds of fun spells I can use. It's the Loyalists. Of course it is. Sup, everybody? It's me. They call me the Chosen One or something. I don't know.
We have to fight.
We just blew him up. Who's left? There can't be that many left. Oh, you son of a gun.
Make them retreat. Confringo. I'm handling it.
Okay, and then you are going to join me. Congratulations, welcome to the party. Hopefully no one around us who's watching me use all these dark arts is going to be too concerned about it. Rip in pieces, sir. Is that everybody?
You'll not win here.
Is that, are we good? Nope, there's more. I can't tell if... Are they...
We'll make them retreat.
Are we supposed to go over here now? Is that what's happening? That's not helpful, is it? It's a really useless one in this context.
I'm handling it.
I'm handling it.
Now we need to finish him off, but I don't know how long that spell lasts. So we just have to patiently wait for it to wear off.
Interesting around here. Stay back! Keep out the way!
Just everybody be patient. It's fine. There we go. We did it. We saved the town. And no! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, that's an unforgivable. He's gonna be in trouble. We just make him kill himself? Oh, that's the darkest thing I think I've ever seen.
Boy! What have you done?
You gotta learn to do quiet magic.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Ooh. Gotta learn to mumble that under your breath.
What do you expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
See you later, Sebastian. Let's go talk to the family and see what the heck was going on here and why they were jumped by goblins. This quest went off the rails fast, didn't it? And no, Gilliam, I have not yet seen the National Treasure series. I assume you mean the one on Disney+.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he
I
is.
specifically chose the option I chose so he wouldn't say that.
Nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
I mean, I used it like 4 times during that last fight, so...
Why, Sebastian?
I know how you feel, man. It's rough, isn't it? Raising kids is a hard time. I don't know what to tell you other than... Well, I hope Anne gets better. Oh, by the way, we found this weird, like, triangle with skulls on it or something. I don't know. It was like a pyramid, maybe. It might cure Anne. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you around, pal. You take care now. You take care.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
You say that about everywhere we go, pal. I mean, how many storybooks have you read in your life? Hopefully a large number of them. They're good for the mind. They help broaden the, why is there a skull here? Talk about dark magic. That seems pretty questionable what's happening right there. I feel like that's a bit of an issue. Speaks with Sebastian in the Undercroft. Now, is that relating to the next quest in the series? If we hit J for journaling about our missions. So that's still in the shadow... after troubling events that transpired in Feldcroft, Sebastian wants to meet with me in the Undercroft. I don't know if that's the start of a new quest or the end of this one. It definitely feels like that one just ended, but what I do know is that for right now, we've been streaming for about 3 hours, and I have to get to work now. So, thank you folks for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed what we've done so far, and I will possibly be streaming again tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you all then. Until such a time, God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.